I haven't seen Duwamish even mentioned in a major film before. I haven't seen that representation, and Chief Seattle is chief of the Duwamish Nation. So it's an everlasting presence to land, and it's one that the federal government doesn't recognize. The Carter administration granted federal recognition, Bush administration took it away. So it's been a long journey for Duwamish people to own the land that they are from, that they're on. So I feel like naming the character Princess Angeline, who did not relocate to another one of the reservations that was stipulated in the treaty. Duwamish are very mixed with every other tribe in the area, but Princess Angeline planted herself downtown. She didn't leave. There's photos of her. You see her in her wood cabin with Seattle going up around her. She lived where Pike Place Market is now, where the fish are thrown. And it was just such an unapologetic presence of a Duwamish presence, so I wanted to acknowledge that because the film was taking place directly up the street from one of the Duwamish longhouses that was burned down.
What was it like once your castmates and everyone saw that piece come out and see you take that step?
Oh, they were so supportive. I mean, they've been supportive since day one, honestly. And not just the cast, but also Andrew, our director and co-writer, and our producers, Joe. Just so many people were very considerate about what that process would be. To be honest, I didn't plan to come out. It was during a Vanity Fair article, like an interview that was happening on set when we were shooting the Korean wedding scene. And Joe, our producer, and also the writer of that article made sure that I was comfortable, and they both said, like, if you don't want to print that, we won't print it. And so they gave me time to think about it, which is so generous. So shout out to them. Yeah.
Gives people this blueprint of how to talk to their loved ones and how to relate to people that they have no, concept of in their own lives. I mean, I've always learned how to I've just learned how to relate to different people through media, and I feel like this is another perfect example of that. I think this is a movie that has no villains, really. It has just the only conflict that is in the movie comes out of people loving each other too much. And I feel like there are so many themes in this movie: fertility, immigration, marriage, that are so heavy and important, but I feel like you don't realize that it's about those themes because it's so light on its feet. And so I feel like that is the perfect vehicle for those themes to come through.
Yeah, we got a small part, but it's still publicist.
I thought this was the end of the world. I felt it like the end of the world, because I thought I would never see this fantastic cast again. And so we shared a letter and also a present, and everyone is writing to each main cast here, which I felt I could never meet them. But now I'm here all the time. But it was such a wonderful moment, and they were signing the Wedding Banquet script, poster of the script together, and now I have it in my room.
I was at a film festival with Joan Chen screening this film, and a woman came up to us and said, "Congrats on the film. I don't agree with the lifestyle being shown, but congrats." And, she did kind of go out of her way to be homophobic, but a maybe more generous reading was that she felt comfortable saying something that might trigger another conversation, and hopefully on the way to, a more inclusive perspective on queer people. It's a scary world out there, and I hope that this film, can kind of Trojan horse, through the genre, through the comedy, this idea that queer people belong, queer people have always been a part of our history, and that, we want to build family just like anybody else. And so, I'm hoping that it gets out there in theaters and people come out to watch.
I always have some kind of feeling to Korean American because my both sons are Korean American. So I know they're confused by their identity living in here. So whenever the Korean American director asks me to do something, I feel like I should do it for them. They're like my sons.